Gordon will hit next. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike.
Ooh, how about that no-hitter Satchel threw against the New York Black Yankees in 1932?
One of the greatest single-game performances ever. In that game on the mound, he had 11 strikeouts, and at the plate, he had 2 hits. Another B-ball for the K. Parker, the next to hit. They say he went.
That no-hitter of Satchel's is so rare. Only 3 other pitchers in MLB history have ever thrown one with 11 strikeouts while getting 2 hits of their own. And one of them was Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter.
And now here is Floyd. The 1-0 from Satchel. And there's a hit. The run scores from third, and now they trail by 1. At the plate, Gordon. The pitch. There's strike. Satchel comes to the plate. Terry at third. Cole on at first with nobody out. The B-ball absolutely humming. That's a K. Parker can't hold up, and that's a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Another B-ball for the K. And here is Floyd. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch misses. And 1-1. Satchel close to getting out of this one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate. And wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he'd work both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny.
Lately I've been glowed up. Paper finally showed up. Child, it got me going fuck. Feeling like he on it. Don't I look like a pharaoh? Your story told. Pull up.
Here's the left fielder, Harvey. And a pitch. That one's in there, and we are underway. There's a strike at the knees.
0-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Now the number 2 hitter, Marshall. And there's a strike. A lot of pitchers with great command or great velocity, but having both is so rare. Satchel was one of the special few.
I mean, 105 with the ability to spot it all over the place, just ridiculous.
The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You know, Ryan Helsley dialed it up to 104 miles per hour in 2022. To think Satchel was doing it 80, 90 years before that is just crazy.
Finishes him off at 105. Pew, pew, pew. Now here is Reese. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Next offering upstairs. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin.
Today some feelings I leave and call her but feeling mistreated. I sleep on my and they tell me to drop, I don't see the reason. My missus went like a team, together we getting mischievous. The bottom is way lonelier than the top, but he ain't seen it.
One of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. And they're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, "Let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky." Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neil, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, did you hear that?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, I heard him." He said, "Nancy, bring him in." So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, "Nancy, bring him all the way in." Honest to God's truth. There were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, "Overrated darky hate." But the legendary Buck O'Neil always said if he had one game to win and any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it.
Tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'm a dog, it ain't up for debate. Already got enough food on my plate. Yeah, you can see all the sweat on my face. We been hungry from birth to the day. If you with it, I gotta stay. Yeah, Tell myself I ain't feeling the way. I'ma thrive, it ain't up for debate. Already got enough food on my plate. Yeah, you can see all the sweat on my face. We been hungry from birth to the day. With the gun, gotta skate.
Now the left fielder, Cole. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Ball one.
Off the mark there. And it's a ball and a strike. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Now here is Gordon. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Singing the audacity Satchel had in this game. Just daring the batters to put one in play. It's the showmanship that made him famous and the sheer skill that made him great. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Parker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Strike two.
Ball, two strikes.
Can Satchel really do this? Got him. Who needs a defense behind you anyway?
They call me, yeah, they call me modern trash. I am just a common fad. Wrote myself a letter for the gods. Now it's crumpled in the bottle. Took a while to start, like an engine in the winter time. Somehow I move forward, not a broken record, I'll be fine. And I lived a fool for life. Soon I gotta see the bear. Word is looking at me like what's next. Wonder if they care. Me and Alex used to in the park bench, laying foundations, turn it to a garden, yeah. Might not make it to the top, people telling me to stop, everything could go wrong. Yeah, never had the world in my hands. They gon' throw salt on my head, meet me